Good evening, everyone. This is Natisha Rivera-Patrick coming to you live. I'm here tonight to present to you my presentation on how organizational behavior impacts organizational success. So let's get started. So the basis of my research paper was the following. I was looking to explore the complexity of human behavior and how it relates to organizational success, to explore how organizational behavior impacts organizational success, and to explore how the culture of an organization plays an instrumental role in the type of team you are able to develop. So managing humans is hard work. I like my emoticons over here, and I'm sure that each one of us has been one of these on any given day. In fact, on some days we might have been all of these emojis. But we're complex as human beings, and because of that, we're dealing with feelings and emotions. We have our personal lives, we have our own dreams and aspirations, we have expectations, challenges, we have shortcomings, and we bring all of those emotions to the workplace. So as a manager, not only are you managing your own emotions, but that of a team, which can be a challenge. So what is the cause and effect of that process? So to answer that, we first must define what organizational behavior is. And it's defined as the study of human behavior in organizational settings, the interface between human behavior and the organization itself. Great organizations have great team members and exceptional leaders. So you have the power to help create this culture. A central value of organizational behavior is that it isolates important aspects of the manager's jobs and offers specific perspectives on the human side of management. People as organizations, people as resources, and people as people. The culture of your organization will play an instrumental role in the type of team you're able to develop. So how do we create a culture that educates, engages, and empowers team members? And how do you do that successfully across the board? What type of culture helps us reward and retain great team members? Starts with leadership. So why does culture matter? When you look at the assumptions, behavior, and results, the assumptions help us understand the beliefs that drive the employees' behaviors. Behavior is the collective behavior of employees that helps determine the results, and results measure the performance and indicate if strategic business objectives have been achieved. And we certainly are not in our grandparents' work environment. Gone are the days of staying at a company for 30 plus years. We know that loyalty isn't there. Certainly, you may have been in a situation where you as an employee felt that there was no loyalty or that you were made to feel replaceable. And that is often the culture in many work environments nowadays. And so the fact is that that's good and it's bad. You know, we have choices. We're a mobile workforce. So if we don't like where we are, if we don't like something, we leave and we start over, and we typically seek out, hopefully, either a healthier work environment or maybe it's opportunities for advancement. But we have the flexibility to leave because people are always looking for good talent, and if somebody offers you a better environment that offers more of what you're looking for, you're more able to go. Whereas before, people got into a job, they stayed in it until they retired, and that's all that they knew. So one of the things that is driving this is the constant need and request from employees to have a work-life balance. So how do we manage that? How can we make sure that we're providing opportunities for folks to engage in family time and activities that they like while being happy at work and giving 110% there? We know with technology there's the opportunity to telecommute, and while technology makes most things possible from afar, we lose some of that interpersonal relationship, and so as managers have to work harder to achieve that from a distance. So how do you create loyalty? Well, you can start by appreciating your employees. So thinking about and understanding what motivates your team. Does your team members, do they feel valued? Do they feel that they're heard? How stressful is your environment? Employee stress can affect the employee's individual performance, and ultimately it can hamper the organizational performance. Do you invite feedback? Do you lead by example? Or are you one that says, do as I say, not as I do? It makes a difference because they're watching. Does your team trust you? This is a big deal. Can people say things to you in confidence, or can people have a candid conversation where you're not feeling offended and welcome that feedback as an opportunity for growth? Does your team respect you? So they may be loyal, but it may be for the wrong reasons. And so building that respect and that rapport will certainly help you create longevity within the team. And it will foster these other things in terms of trust and acceptability from the team. And this little picture here on the side, I liked what it encompassed. And so it's talking about choosing positivity. Default to transparency. Be completely honest. There's certain things you can't share, I get that, but be candid, be honest. Focus on self-improvement. So not always looking at others, but what are you doing or could you be doing to be a better leader? Be a no-ego doer. Appreciate and recognize your team's success. If somebody's done something great, and even if you're the one that ultimately gets credit, give recognition where it's due. Communicate with clarity. Make sure they understand expectations and that it's clear communication across all lines. Make time to reflect. So we're often busy. I work in the nonprofit sector. We never have time to celebrate successes. So taking the time to stop and recognize a team is very important. Live smarter, not harder. Self-explanatory. Show gratitude. Say thank you. Say I appreciate you. Recognize when somebody's gone above and beyond. That can take you a long way with a team member. And do the right thing, even when nobody's watching. So employee satisfaction, sorry about the little mix up there with the slides. Folks are looking for this work-life balance. They're looking for clearly defined roles and responsibilities. You can't hold somebody accountable if they don't know what it is they're supposed to be accountable for. And it's accountability on all levels. So not just of your team members, but you as a leader as well. They're looking for honesty and transparency. What is their pay and benefits? Could you be doing more there? They're looking for flexibility. They're looking for recognition for a job well done. They want to be included in decision making, especially when it comes to things that they are going to be the end doer of. They would like to have input on that. And then the opportunity to have continued education and training. So as you see either a need for that, or if they've advanced to a level where they can do more, then provide them the opportunity and the responsibility to be able to make that happen. At the end of the day, happy employees are productive employees. So the bottom line is this: the culture within an organization plays a large role in whether it is a happy and healthy work environment. In communicating and promoting the organizational ethos to employees, their acknowledgement and acceptance of it can influence their work behavior and attitudes. If the interaction between the leadership employees is good, the latter will make a greater contribution to team communication and collaboration. When employees are encouraged and incorporated into accomplishing the mission, job satisfaction will be increased. So areas for future research and study include continuing to be a topic of research as we are much more in tune as a society and as individuals on achieving balance and aligning values. We're firm in our convictions and are much more vocal about the importance of maintaining our standards and ethics and values in our personal and professional lives. We continue to refine ways to foster employee growth and invest in the team. The additional challenges that technology presents in building relationships and culture will continue to be at the forefront as technology continues to advance around us. How do we incorporate that into the work environment? So I challenge you to do some self-evaluation and reflection. How are you investing in your team? Are you creating a win-win? Have you asked your team for a candid assessment of your leadership abilities? Sometimes we think we're greater than we really are. Are you inclusive? Are you a good communicator? Do you treat others with respect? Are you accountable? So I'll leave you with this quote that I recently came across and that's just stuck with me, and it's from Richard Branson, and it simply says, train people well enough so they can leave, treat them well enough so they don't want to. With that, I bid you farewell. Have a great night. We're almost done. Good luck on finishing this week out. Take care and God bless. Thank you.